You have now arrived at Stadium and Gale.
The snap, the kick, it's been blocked again! Oh my! It's been blocked again! He's going to heave one deep down the field. It's going to be to the goal line. It's going to be gone! It's a touchdown! And the Gators have won the game! Tyreek Cleveland! Oh my! I can't believe what I just saw! Dropping back to throw. Thompson fires the ball over the middle. It's Dory! It's Dory! Got a touchdown! Dory's got a touchdown! Oh man! Dory's got a touchdown! Hands it off to Harvin. He comes back. Say goodbye.
Ahmad Black, in his final game as a Gator, takes it all the way home and sends Urban out a winner.
You have now arrived at Stadium and Gale.
Boys and girls, ladies and gents, welcome to another episode of Stadium and Gale. It's your boy Corey.
It's Dan.
Delatory.
And your boy Jay Scott 2-5. What it do, y'all boys?
What up, 2-5?
Yes, sir.
Same
How was
corner,
y'all
same
boys?
time. How was your weekend, Jordan? You start. How about that?
My fault, gangster.
No, you good. No, you good. There's no faults.
No,
up,
it
man?
was. I had a pretty good one, man. You know, I got to go and see the world a little bit. I went out to Texas and came back, and it's a nice quick trip, and I liked it. You know, I ain't been to that part of Texas before. Wacko, Texas.
Yeah,
How you
Waco.
say it?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Chip and Joanna.
Yeah, so I was out there.
You
Had a
a
little
DJ?
fun. No, sir. I probably would have seen him up there, right, if he was there, but he wasn't in the building. But yeah,
man.
you know, it was a nice little trip up there. Got to see some good things, and Baylor got a good facility, so it was nice overall.
What's in? How is Waco? Waco. It's Waco.
Were you on it? Were you on an OV? What do you mean seeing the facility?
Yeah, with my
You on
cousin.
pads, you do the photo shoot?
Yeah, me and my cousin. You know, I was just being a good cousin to my boy.
Hey, could you imagine if he was like Lloyd Summerall's dad and he put the pads on and the Baylor
Yeah,
fans
you
were like,
know.
yo, who the hell is this?
Summerall
Big
dad
dog
put the
Summerall.
pads on.
Oh,
the whole suit,
yeah.
bro. He got did a whole
I
photo.
mean,
shoot.
Dog, I think he put an arm sleeve on.
Yeah, all that.
Accessories.
All
I
that.
got this.
Oh, what was his
Eye
name?
black.
Big
Big dog Summerall.
Big Dog Summerall, yeah.
Bro. Guy was in a
Looking up.
girdle.
Had the
No
Twitter streets
way.
on fire, bro. We told so many lies, bro. So
They
many
had him
lies.
in the all orange too.
Oh man,
Nah, he looked nuts.
I can imagine. So that's why I said I
He
need
looked nuts.
ASAP.
There's no way I let my dad do that, and there's no way anybody could talk me into doing it as a dad, bro. Like,
Thank
nah,
you.
cuz I'm cool. And y'all gonna post it on socials? Nah.
Not with the way the internet going these days. I cannot.
Yeah, there he is.
Oh, that
I
was
told
nuts,
you.
bro.
I told you he had the arm sleeve on. Look at him.
Look at the head,
That's tripped
man.
out. Head.
To be honest, though, this honestly made his life. Like he that was a bucket list of his. You feel me? He got to accomplish that, so I ain't even mad at him.
Nah,
I've never
that's
put
not
the
an
jersey on.
accomplishment. We're not gonna do that on this show, George. we're not gonna make that an accomplishment, man.
Oh,
How was your weekend, Dan?
I was good. Played a little golf. Hung out with Sarah. We made some sourdough together, and by we, I mean she.
Man.
That
Oh
was
man,
there.
just proposed already.
Yeah,
Man.
I was there for the whole thing. I'm a great project manager when it comes to that kind of stuff. Not great as a doer of baking and that. So she's
It
gotten
takes
really
patience.
good at it. So it's fantastic. No, pretty relaxing, pretty chill weekend. Needed that, and then a big birthday weekend this upcoming
Ooh.
weekend. So
Balance.
no, the life's been balanced, man. We're good. You know?
I know you're about. No. I mean, you're
Yeah.
making bread.
We're making bread
last weekend. Spending bread this weekend.
spending bread this weekend, getting bread at the hockey game. Yep.
Mm.
You know, just
Yeah,
life,
bread.
my life revolves around bread, as you can tell. A little puffiness in my face, added a couple LBs. We'll lose it, you know, but I'm not going to drop the bread.
Well, we're not going on a hunger strike or anything. It'll eventually come off.
Yeah. But No, it's good. It's a good weekend, man. It's good. A lot of NFL games. It's fantastic NFL playoffs.
No, let's not talk about it.
Sorry. Yeah.
Tough one.
You know what, Corey? I am going to put my thoughts out there that I have gained a whole lot of respect for the community of Jacksonville, not just for the loss, but for the reaction. Nick, I know you're a journalist, but kind of different. The reaction that the Big J journalists had about the lady that, basically said to Liam Cohen, like, hey, keep your head up. Like, you did a good job. And I guess the Big J journalism got really mad that in 19 seconds, she, basically kind of consoled him from the press seat there. And I have a newfound respect for how much Duval came to her rescue and attacked Mark Long. So that made my day.
Mark can handle it. Mark don't care. Trust me.
No, Mark does not care. No, I know that.
Mark is soulless, bro. He ain't worried about none of y'all tweets.
Nick is muted, but sounds good.
How did I get muted?
I don't know.
No, it's a little low.
Yeah, I went and checked. I was like, 2 million impressions. Let me go look at some.
He went platinum. That's a nice check.
That's a nice check. He gets to keep that, or the AP takes it from him.
Making people mad, bro. I'm telling you, this
shit drives the most, bro. The world loves chaos. The world don't like happy stuff and stuff that's nice and joyful. No, we want the bad, the hard, and the cruel.
Bro, you would have thought that she was up there for the entire press conference just talking for 19 seconds. I was like, Big J journalism's got to relax a little bit here. It's not that big of a deal.
I mean, you got to keep it somewhat professional, or the presser can turn into something weird too, right? Like, true. I mean, I wouldn't be the guy to make the gripe.
One more question about, hey, what could you have done better? Like, they lost the game. Like, it was a 6 minute and 17-second press conference. I don't know.
It wasn't just Mark; it was more people that had. Like you said, Big J journalism. I get it from a professional standpoint, but I just wouldn't be the guy to make that great. It's like bigger things to worry about, bro. It's not that serious.
Yeah, I've had those moments. I'm sure a lot of journalists have had those moments, and I've just waited till after the press conference to do it one-on-one. It was a nice, wholesome moment. Like, the first time I watched it, I was like, oh man, Liam Cohen looks like he's about to cry.
Oh yeah, he's about to shed a tear. He held it back.
But I also,
if he would have cried, I'd have to fire him though. You can't be crying.
Listen.
Shout out to we had a good season though, man. I thought we could make a run this year. Just having playoff experience, it just goes a long way. So Buffalo Bills, they won, better team. I thought we left some points on the field, et cetera, et cetera. But next year we back in action, bro. Reload.
You guys got a good team. I'll give you that. Much better than my team.
I was in that building during training camp, and I can honestly tell you, I don't even think Liam Cohen thought they was winning more double-digit games this year. You know what I'm saying? I remember him even saying, hey, I want to slowly, gradually get this thing rolling. I don't even want to spark off and do this. And it's crazy he said that, and they sparked off and did this, but now the expectation is so high.
Now, he's a good coach.
Yeah, now if you win 10 games, people kind of mad at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm being honest, but it's a good place to be. And I think honestly, they surprised a lot of people, and I'm proud of them boys, man. They turned that thing around because it wasn't looking great in training camp. Obviously, everybody was new and fresh, new coaches all over the place from top to bottom, new GM, and they found a way to do it. So I think that's a team with a lot of potential, but on to bigger and better things, the orange and blue.
Nick, how's your weekend?
Big dad vibes. Got to so my intern was back, so he covered the game. I got to watch the basketball game Saturday. Good environment, both Tuesday and Saturday. Basketball gets 2 big wins over ranked opponents. I think they're back 19th, back in the top 25. But it was cool to get to hang out with some friends who were in town for the game. Get out from behind a computer during a game and just sit there and talk to some guys, watch some basketball. Shout out to Boogie's barber, who apparently is also Walter Clayton's barber.
Yep.
Oh. Crazy to think how long you have to grow your hair to have dreads like that and then just to chop them off. But
You need to chop something off.
But I saw an edit of Xavier Lee bald.
I saw him with
he's looking like Charlie Villanueva. Whoever did the edit, whatever AI did the edit, took his eyebrows off too.
Oh, get Neil to come on next week, talk some basketball with us, man. Or I'm not gonna. One of these weeks, we gotta get Neil on. We haven't tapped in. Maybe that's
Neil's been traveling too. He's been all over.
Neil's busy.
Traveling man.
He's a businessman. Corey, how's your weekend?
Solid, man. A lot of dad action. You know, e-bike repairs and parts. Just running around, just doing, young boy shenanigans, man. Training a little bit with my son, just hanging out, bro. Just dad things. The January weather is great. Oh, I went to a soft opening of Kitchens and Cocktails. A franchise from like Dallas. I think I went Memphis, Atlanta, Charlotte, a few of those places. Good food. It's like soul food, cuisine, but like high end. So they're in Wynwood down in Miami, dope vibes. So I went down there with a couple cats that I from the Flow Factory side of things and hung out down there. That was a good vibe. So that's it. Just dad activities. Yeah, it was cool.
I like the outfit you had on too.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah,
thanks, man. Sometimes you gotta put on the jacket, bro. They said, put on the blazer. So I said, okay, cool. I think I got one or two.
It looked like an HKA jacket. Hong Kong Andy.
Hong Kong Andy. No, it wasn't Hong Kong Andy. It was Nordstrom.
Oh.
I don't have a Hong Kong Andy.
I like the swag. It fit the occasion. It was clean.
No, it was a nice jacket.
Looked good.
Yeah.
Looked good.
But it wasn't Dan's 1,000 thread count Egyptian.
No, it wasn't Hong Kong Andy, bro. It wasn't.
Dan's fed up. Dan's not even fighting back anymore. It's just shaking his head.
Just ridiculous. It's not even Egyptian cotton. I don't even know if Egyptian
China.
Yeah. No, it's from Italy. Anyway, Corey, let's get us a Brunt ad read and let's get us started.
One time for the great folks at Brunt Insurance and Financial Services. Anything you need insured from the Panhandle to the Keys, my man Greg is the best of the best and can save you money. Visit him at bruntinsurance.com or give him a call at 589-2204. Big coverage, big policies, life insurance, auto insurance, home insurance, anything with wheels, motorcycles, boats don't have wheels, but he can insure your boat in the trailer. Give him a call, like I said, 954-589-2204 or visit bruntinsurance.com.
Greg, what it do, baby?
And then one time for our friends over at the Dykus Burke and Lewis Law Group. If you're dealing with anything related to your insurance company, give them a call. They used to work on the side of the insurance companies, but now they work for you. So whether a issue with your roof, flood, stormwater, whatever it might be, this is a good number to save, good website to just keep in your bookmarks. Should that opportunity come up and you need somebody to help you fight against those pesky insurance companies, give them a look at Dykus, D-I-C-U-S, BurkeLaw.com, or give them a call. Damn it, Dan. Why don't you have the phone number? You know what I mean?
Amateur hour, bro.
Yeah, it is. Give them a call, 855-652-1377, 855-652-1377. They represent all of the state of Florida. So again, that's the Dykus Burke and Lewis Law Group. You can visit them at dykusburkelaw.com. All right. So if you're watching on YouTube, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. If you're watching on X, the Everything app, if you could just hit the reshare button, that would be great for us. A lot has happened since last week, and as always, we're going to do this in chronological order. You guys good with that? Chat? Chronological order?
You know they're all not, right. But go ahead anyway.
Chat. Well, Nick, we're also going to have Rod Johnson, we think, on the show at around 8:00 today. So
I almost forgot. Like, we on here just chilling. Like, we ain't got a guest coming on here, man.
We got a lot to talk about here. All right. So on Tuesday last week, Florida announced Brandon Harris, Marcus Davis, Trent McKnight, and Greg Gasparotto into their roles. So we'll move from that to the Gators grabbed Emmanuel Abadajo from Jacksonville State. He was looking at Florida, Texas A&M, a number of other schools. 6'7", 295 pounds. 27 solo tackles, 4.5 sacks, and 2 forced fumbles last year. Originally from Manchester, I believe, England, and still relatively new to the sport of football. So huge upside, huge potential. A guy that was being courted by, I believe, Oregon, Texas A&M, Florida, probably a number of other schools there. So huge get for the Florida Gators, I think, on the defensive line. So any thoughts on Emmanuel Abadajo? We'll just go.
Yeah.
Big kid. You know, size, a humongous kid. When you look at the pictures don't even probably do it, justice when you see him in person. But a position of need. I think, that defensive line, we still got some more spots to fill. You get Burrow, he leaves out. I think he ends up at Ole Miss, but you're pretty much a replacement for him is what you bring in. So just a huge position of need. I still think we need maybe 1 or 2 more in the edge rusher as well. But good get. And you battle, like you said, top programs that spend a lot of money for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he was a kid before Nick and Jordan, you chime in. I know that he's somebody that really looked at the Gator Made program that Florida had and was really impressed by that. I believe they're going to Spain soon, and being a guy originally from England, knowing folks that are in Spain, I know that was something that was intriguing to him. But beyond just the classroom, or beyond just the football field, the classroom and the things that the University of Florida and Gator Made are doing are something that were very, very important to him.
Yeah, and I think his parents still live in Manchester. I think this is his last year of I think he only has 1 year of eligibility. And
I'll double check.
Part of the recruitment was parents being able to come and see him. And obviously Houston's a huge hub, but I think you can go direct from Manchester to Atlanta to Gainesville. And that was definitely a part of what all the schools were talking about.
You might even be able to do Orlando to Manchester, to be honest with you.
Yeah, maybe. I remember talking to somebody and they were definitely talking about doing it from Atlanta. Because then Atlanta's a Delta hub, and that's one of the ones that you can fly in and out of Gainesville.
Nick, I think he's got a couple more years. They only have listed as a sophomore.
Oh. But yeah, like Corey said, I saw him when he was on his visit. He's super big, long arms, large human, large mammal. Large mammal. Right. Inside, yeah, I wonder, people have mentioned, do you slide LJ McCray? And I think he's still too, twitchy, too fast off the edge. I don't think you want to do that. Jalen Wiggins is a guy, but, if you can find another depth piece, I think you're okay inside. But, yeah, it doesn't hurt to keep adding in the portal.
Yeah, man, I feel like just obviously, I think just us going the international route kind of can help us out in a lot of ways, right? If it's any talent coming from that side of town, I think with him doing well, I think that'll kind of open up the gate for that and kind of, put us.
The last guys didn't do well.
I know, but you got to give him a chance.
Billy went 0 for 5 or something. Billy had a whole rock band. He brought the Beatles over here.
Appreciate them opening up the new gate. It's only bringing more notoriety and more publicity to the school.
No, I like it.
Yeah, it wins in that way. You got to know that you're gambling with these kids, right? They probably played football for probably 3-4 years, maybe 5. And if they are playing it, who knows how good it is on that side of town. But if we can manage to steal one freak athlete in the next how many years? I know Billy went 0 for what? I don't know at this rate, but I like just to try to kind of, expand and, make the Gator Nation better. I think that's the one thing that a lot of Gators know is that Gators are everywhere, whether it's throughout the U.S., now we spread it internationally. We got to be able to – that's a key point in being a Gator. We all over the place. So I like to get – obviously the kid's a freak of nature. He's going to find a way to make plays. I think with us having a head coach that's a defensive guy and a former linebacker. I think he'll find ways to make him be productive and make him be real physical. So I'm not mad with that get though overall. I like that one.
Yeah, he so I'm finding conflicting numbers. He's definitely 6'7". He's either 320 pounds or 297 pounds. Nick, this is a professional show. This is an adult show. We don't do the 7 thing here. You know what I mean? We don't do that. We don't do it here. So no,
Paul's that too.
But I think he's got the prototypical size, the speed. Obviously, it's going to be a jump from Jacksonville State to the University of Florida, but a guy that's wanted by a lot of major programs, a lot of major schools that have a lot of money. So you went head to head with those. You sold a vision. Gerald Chapman, obviously selling him something into what he believes he can develop in. And, I know that people that are in his circles think that he's a potential NFL player. So we will see. But definitely a good get. Visited Florida on Monday or on that Sunday before. So January 4th. The Gators also landed quarterback Aaron Philo from Georgia Tech. Again, he was the backup quarterback for most of his time there behind Haynes King, 6'2", 220 pounds, 373 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception this season. Also played sparingly the season before. Comes over with Buster Faulkner, the only quarterback so far that they've really targeted in this class. So again, the Gators had already re-signed Tramel Jones. You bring in Will Griffin. So you have a bit of a QB room. I still think that Florida could use an additional person, but we talked about this a couple weeks ago. It's going to be really hard to recruit somebody unless you're looking for a 5th, 6th year guy that's willing to kind of ride the bench.
It shouldn't be hard to recruit a guy in that room.
It should be.
They're right. I mean,
if I'm a quarterback, I'm looking at that room like I could beat anybody in that room. If I'm a guy, like it's some guys out there, bro.
If you have the opportunity,
I wouldn't be afraid to jump.
I was just about to say it again. Say it loud for the people in the back.
Yeah,
if you had the opt to do so, which is the real problem with all of that.
Yeah,
I think with their strategy. Sorry, Jordan. I think with their strategy, like it kind of showed, hey, we're picking this guy, and obviously you went inside Tramel Jones, and you're like, hey, these are our 2 guys. I don't know if I fully agree with that decision. And I think that there are some good quarterbacks in the roster that have proven, or good quarterbacks in the portal that have proven themselves a little bit more. I don't know if there's enough film on Aaron Philo. He's the record holder for the state of Georgia for passing yards. So there's something there, but that is something that I have some concern about, is just handing the keys over to 2 players that have not really played much. I could be very wrong, but that's just a bit of trepidation that I have.
It's just not the formula of what college football is right now. Like the formula seems to be going to get very experienced guys. As we look like even the young boys, they're struggling. Every young quarterback struggling. Arch, like all the big names, they're struggling. The guys that are really balling are 5th, 6th year dudes. Guys that's been in this thing a little while. So veteran quarterbacks just seem like the play right now, but it's not a cheap play. That's like the numbers that people were talking about. Ty Simpson, like $6.5 million that came out today. That's a steep number. But I think the formula right now is going to get experience, the most experienced guy you can, age-wise, whatever-wise. I get it. Buckner probably feels comfortable with him because he's coming from Georgia Tech, in a similar system. But I'm just looking at the landscape, and it just don't fit the landscape. And we'll see how. I'm not confident about that room.
Yeah,
that's the one thing too that I don't know, because like what you've watched, like I don't even know I don't know what the offense is going to look like. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because they've clearly said like, hey, it's not going to be what you ran at Georgia Tech. They're running that at Georgia Tech because that's what Haynes King could do. So like I don't even know what the offense is. Like there's definitely familiarity, like you said, because he coached
we've seen him play a little bit, so there's some sample sizes of how he called plays with Philo out there.
Yeah, I feel both ways about it. I feel like maybe he was brought in to kind of, because this is me talking from a player's perspective. I think a coach teaching you and a player teaching you are 2 different things, and bringing him in the room. Maybe they have some sort of faith in Tramel Jones. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they want to bring him in the room so he can show Tramel the ropes and kind of explain it to him from a player's perspective as far as like how everything goes or how the scheme is and how we run things offensively. Obviously, it may not be the same exact thing as far as what they ran at G-Tech, but I think it'll be something very similar. I mean, OC only has so much in the drawing boards. Like, it has to be something that's more similar. But I think overall it's a good get. I think he can keep the quarterback room sane, and that if these quarterbacks are having trouble picking up the offensive scheme, he's a guy that's familiar with it and he can do well in it. And also he can teach other guys and make them feel comfortable throughout the process. Obviously, everybody's competing, but I feel like at the same time, if you watching another player be able to do it and explain it and show it, it makes you feel more confidence in that you can understand it as well. So I think coming in the room kind of fizzles everything out and kind of gives more of the other quarterbacks a little bit on their toes because they feel like they might lose their starting job, but obviously get them some comfortability in that, feeling like, hey, it's a guy that's my age or possibly, you know, on my same playing level that's doing it and firing off at a good angle. So I think that's a good grab in that regard.
Yeah. So I guess we'll see. A guy that Buster Faulkner obviously wanted to bring over with him, and he does. So that's Aaron Philo. That is going to be joining the Gators at quarterback. We're going to go slightly out of chronological order because the Gators did just get a new commitment from UCLA defensive back Kanye Clark. Has 3 years of eligibility, has played in 16 games, started 2, has recorded 22 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 1 forced fumble, and 2 pass breakups. And so he was a former UCLA walk-on, earned a scholarship in 2024, is ranked as the number 51 safety in the transfer portal by On3. So probably a depth piece there. The Gators needed some depth with all of the losses that they've had. But again, the Gators are going to add UCLA defensive back Kanye Clark.
Listed at safety, but more of a nickel. Yeah, more of a nickel. I think he only started 2 games and both were at nickel. You look at that room, I still think that the DB room is probably a little thin, especially considering if a guy goes down. I mean, I like getting Jafari Flowers back, obviously Cormani, Dede. But yeah, I think you need to continue to add in that room. And probably specifically guys that can play inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I agree with that, man. I think we got some good guys up front. You know, we had some freshmen last year that got to get some playing time and kind of get some burn and some experience in the SEC. So at this point, you're hoping that those guys will develop and we can kind of just plug in some guys behind them to kind of fill in their shoes that they kind of did last year. And not sure who and where that will be. I'm sure as being the Florida Gators, we have tons of options. And if we throw a name out to a certain player, they'll come in a heartbeat. And I think that's probably the problem with this staff right now is that they don't really want to throw out just offers to anybody because everybody will commit to the University of Florida. They want to make sure the money's right. They want to make sure the player's right. That fits their, mold and build to what this identity of our team wants to be this coming season.
Yeah, I don't know enough about him to have a well-formulated opinion.
Same.
I think he's a depth piece. So, yep. All right. So Kanye Clark, welcome. Going back to last Tuesday, January 6th, Gators re-signed running back Jaden Baugh, who is, again, going to probably enter the season as a potential All-American candidate, definitely an All-SEC candidate. But the Gators leading running back, first Gator since I believe Kelvin Taylor, correct, to rush for 1,000 yards in a season, and he's back for probably his final season at the University of Florida. But a great get for John Summerall and for the staff there for the Florida Gators and Florida Victorious, of course.
Well, not for Texas.
Not for Texas,
who reported that he was definitely going in the portal.
Yeah, dude, they were wrong on him, on Dallas Wilson, and then Chip Brown said that there's a lot of schools that are violating the $20.5 million.
And then they signed Cam Cole. Yeah.
Yeah, and then somebody else today said Texas is going to have a 40 minute. It said just a rough week to be Chip Brown on the internet. I know why he went private now.
Bro, that one was funny.
If you're ever wrong, just go to Europe. You know what I mean? Don't make your account private.
For a writer that covers Texas, to like cry poor and to be like, oh, what do you mean? We can't, other schools are spending more than $20.5 million. My guy, your recruiting weekends, they've got 30 Ferraris lining the driveway walking to the facility. What are we talking about? Don't pretend like Texas isn't spending money just because you like lost out. Like you're going to lose recruiting battles in the portal and in high school, but at the University of Texas, to cover them and to be like, oh, other teams are cheating by paying. Okay.
Jaden Ball, thoughts? Thought there'd be some more excitement here.
No, great. It's been so long. We got to start doing.
I was letting everybody get it off first. I was gonna go last. Sorry.
Your spot.
Yeah, good. You never entered the portal, but that elephant was in the room the entire time. We've all been discussing: is he gonna go? There was no declaration if he was coming back. So just a good get, man. Best player on offense, you bring him back. Very important. Whatever. I don't care who the coach is. A run game, a solid run game is going to be, a foundation in the SEC that you need. So just a good get, good keep.
Yeah.
Yeah. On top of what we all see on TV, just a good dude to have in the locker room, good dude to have in the weight room. I remember when I was at the lifts last year, he's like somebody that when you get up to your max lifts, everyone stops working out to go watch him try to hit his PR. Relentless worker, someone that kind of brings people along with him, makes the people around him better. Great get to get him back in the locker room outside of what he does between the white lines.
No, 100%. I can agree with Nick on that one. I felt like just the amount of blood, sweat, and tears that he put into this program at this point in his career, I can't imagine him doing anything less than that. You know what I'm saying? As far as bringing the next generation of Gators with them and showing them the standard, whether that's in the weight room or off the field in the film room, I think he's going to do a great job of that. And I'm not going to say I wasn't too worried because I was a little scared when he just ain't get it over with and sign early. But I kind of saw by the moves from the other running backs in the room that he wasn't going nowhere. It made no sense for you to go nowhere. You broke records here already. Not broke records, but you set records and kind of you put a name for yourself at this big program. It's not like we're a UAB, you know what I'm saying? This is the Florida Gators we're talking about. So I'm just saying from a running back perspective of him doing that and him putting his name on this school like that, I just didn't see him leaving us like that high and dry. I mean, you can go chase a championship. You saw somebody try to do that maybe 3-4 years ago with ETN. Mm-hmm. Try to go chase his championship. You didn't get it. And you regret not even staying a Gator because it's damn, I went to another program to go lose. I might as well should have made my stamp as a Gator because that means a lot to a lot of these players. Man. I mean, I think when you're initially making that decision coming out of high school, you dream and aspire to be that next Gator great and that next great running back or whatever you want to be in that position. So I think for me, that's why I kind of felt settled in that. You got your name stamped here, man, and players are leaving out of here. I think you just stand made the most sense. So I'm definitely happy as ever for that. I was praying for it on Twitter with my little tweets that I do. And he managed to make my dreams come true, man. I was happy for that.
With my little tweets that I do.
Right. Do.
There's a couple guys. So when we were announcing guys that were coming back, re-signing, coming back, I just wanted to give them a shout out. Not putting anyone else down, but Cam James, Cormani. There were some guys that when I did the interview with them, they were just I don't even know why we're doing this because I wasn't going anywhere. I what Jordan was just talking about. And I get it. I fought for players being able to and said hey, players need to be able to leave. Coaches can leave whenever the hell they want, and players are losing. And it's gotten to probably to some extreme where guys are moving so much, but there are still guys that bleed orange and blue. And talking to some of those guys.
Carmoni playing around a little bit. He was playing around a little bit. Anybody with any information though, Carmoni was playing around a little bit. It wasn't that dry cut, bro.
Well, it sounded good.
It definitely sounded good, but everybody know that he was playing around a little bit. I'm glad we kept him in the fold because we need corners, and I think NFL definitely was an option for Kamani. I think he needed to come back, but also I don't think like him moving around for a check would have been just smart. I think like development is very key for him at this point, right? Going to another program right now, getting into a new defense. You don't know the depth chart. I think, the easiest way for you to start or get a lot of reps is right here in this Gator defense and leaving for, a little bit more money somewhere else and risk playing time, risk your development. It just didn't make sense. But it wasn't dry cut with him. I'm glad he's a Gator though.
But who wasn't playing around, if we're really being honest? I mean, in this day and age, you don't even
just the game to play around.
I'm about to say, you don't even have to be wanting to be playing around as a player. It's like that thing just come to your phone in your face. It's like it's hard for me to deny it. You feel me? So
trap.
Right. It's like it's literally a thirst trap. Like you couldn't said it any better, bro. It's like I don't blame these kids. I'm not saying that
like scrolling Discovery on Instagram, man.
Really, like your algorithm all messed up. It's full of the wrong things.
I mean, Florida, I feel like I can say this now. I won't use the player's name, but Florida, one of the players on Florida that they re-signed, Stanford reached out with a $2 million offer. Like, that's really hard to turn down. $2 million. That person's not making $2 million at the University of Florida. That's really hard with a Stanford degree, right? So it only takes one school to go after you to start getting your ears percolating a little bit to say, oh, maybe I need to see what else is out there, right? It happened last year with DeAndre Robinson, right? Now DeAndre Robinson's on another school. He's back. That
boy don't care. That boy was gonna shake that bag, boy. You got some more money? I'm out of here.
Yeah, I don't.
Boy, play for anybody. He don't care, man.
He's gonna be in the UFL. Be like, yo, the check was good.
Ace Wood,
Birmingham Iron Pigs.
Ace Wood, appreciate you. Super chat. He wants your.
Send me your address, Ace. I owe you a hoodie, man. Forget it, man. Send me your address, bro. I'll send you one out, man. On me, man. Love.
That is something too to go, not to derail us too far, but like
no, you can,
because I think there's something like there's no arguing what Corey said about like the proof is in the pudding. Like Diego, not Diego. Oh, Diego Pavia had a great season. I think he's 27 years old. Fernando Mendoza, the Heisman winner, is in his 5th year. Miami went spent a bag on Carson Beck, so like you've got 2 senior portal quarterbacks playing next week in the national championship, but like how much
seniors. Like super
super
they say Malachi Tony was 11 years old when Carson Beck was a freshman.
That's crazy,
and they're right.
That's crazy.
That's
there
crazy.
was somebody on Oregon that was catching passes from Trevor Lawrence in college.
That's yes, yeah.
Number 7 on Oregon,
because I think he went from like Clemson to Bama to Oregon or something like that.
Boys don't want to go pro. That used to be the dream. Now the dream is to stay in college.
I think.
Well, I mean, if you're going to guarantee me $1 million and I'm a 5th round draft pick, that $1 million is not.
Look at Trinidad. Trinidad is fighting to stay in this. They're like, bro, you could go first round. Like he's like,
no. He's like, do you know how they treat me here?
Why not? I mean, if I can guarantee that bread,
it probably already is, but I think it's going to affect the development of players. Like, because there's one thing, like they'll say to Jordan, like, "Hey, you played for 3 running back coaches. You got a bunch of different perspectives." You're like, "Yeah, cool." Would have been dope having one coach for the 3 years I was there, staying in one program and developing.
Definitely gonna suffer.
Yeah, and like at what point I think it won't like until the NFL starts like having their production
the NFL product declines.
When the NFL product declines, then it'll be like, all right, hey, we got to get college, we got to fix college. But yeah, like is Diego not 27? He might be 27.
He might be. Yeah, he might be. I think he would have served in the military.
He did a Mormon mission.
23, almost 24.
Mormon mission.
Diego Pavia turns 24 next month.
Same thing.
He did a tour overseas, then came back and played football.
Oh my God. All right. So that's huge news, Jaden Ball. Before we get to the next huge sign, and that's going to be the end of the Fabulous Five, I want to give a quick shout out to our friends over at Game Time Sidekicks. Go visit GameTimeSidekicks.com. Get a really cool cup like this one, basketball national champions. Or this is golf. I'm sorry, golf national champions. You got the UF one, the one Nick's got. Corey's got one over there as well. Go visit Game Time Sidekicks. Going to keep your hot drinks hot, your cold drinks cold. Support a Gator fan living in Knoxville, Tennessee, doing his best to fight off that ugly orange over there in Knoxville. Tyler runs an unbelievable company. You'll find great products, great prices, and use promo code STADIUM15 at checkout. You get 15% off of your order. Again, GameTimeSidekicks.com, promo code STADIUM15. All right, so the news of Jaden Ball hit the timeline the afternoon of the 6th. We're moving to January 7th, and Jaden Woods had announced that he is going to withdraw from the transfer portal and was going to return to Florida, which allows them to keep, who in my opinion were five of the most important Gators that they needed to keep: Jaden Woods, Jaden Ball, Dallas Wilson, Eugene Wilson, Miles Graham, and Vernell Brown III. So again,
Chip Brown there.
Yeah, sorry about that. So Jaden Woods announced that he's going to come back. A guy that we were all spoke very highly of. We had the chance to hang out with him before the season started when we did our Independent Gator Media Day, and we also had him on the show back last spring as well. A guy that came in, made an impact, started a couple games towards the end of the season as well, but a huge get for the Gators and getting Jaden Woods back, because I think we all think that he's a potential All-American.
Bro, shout out to Derek Wingo. I remember talking to Wingo when he hit the portal. And Wingo was like, I was like, man, you're not very popular in Gator Twitter right now. He goes, I don't even know how they know that I'm representing him. I'm like, they found out. It gets out quick, man.
Every Gator that's Rosenhaus is Wingo. It's like kind of the given at this point.
But yeah, here's a gripe. Florida gets dinged in their portal rankings on 3247. For Wingo leaving, or Wingo, for Woods going in the portal, and then they get no points back when he withdraws.
Yeah. Unserious operation over there.
Even though he took visits, even though there were 2 comma offers.
Well, do they still deduct points because he's not in the portal anymore?
I believe so.
Oh wow!
I was just talking to my guy Zach.
Seems stupid, but what do I know?
I was just talking to Zach. It's not my operation anymore.
Very good.
But this is a kid who, like you mentioned it a little bit, like great head on his shoulders, about his business, and I think like this is an all SEC, all American type of talent if he stays healthy and continues to progress. So it's a huge get to get him back in Gainesville.
Best player on the defense. You retain the best player on the offense, best player on the defense is Jaden Woods. And just a must get considering like what we've done, with pass rushes. And we just haven't gotten to the pass rush to the quarterback well in a long time. Mm-hmm. I'm excited to see what his career does, in his sophomore year. If he makes that jump, it could be scary. But it's been a very long time since we had a pass rusher that caused a lot of fear off the edge. So hopefully he can bring that type of fear to offenses, again. But definitely the best player on the defense. I think we need to get another edge rusher behind him for sure.
Mm-hmm. Sapp a little bit last year. He had a good year, but like probably back to John Grenard, like the 1 year he had.
Sapp, I got a lot of respect for Sapp, but he didn't scare any quarterbacks, bro.
Yeah, I think he had like 6 sacks last year, 5.5, 6 last year.
It ain't just
2 years ago.
Like
2 years ago.
A lot of time Fowler, like his sack number didn't even go crazy, but
that's true. Fowler was a menace.
Fowler was disgusting. Grenard was one too. Grenard
was definitely like
Grenard had like 8.5, 9 sacks. Yeah. He was a problem.
Grenard was nasty for sure.
Yeah. For sure.
I mean, Polite had that 1 year as well, like you said. Like
I'm about to say don't forget about last game too. But I mean, you got to also think we went a whole season without Caleb Banks, and I think a lot of people often forget how complementary football is as far as like everybody playing together. You can't have a great pass rusher without a great D tackle collapse in the pocket and making that edge rusher be able to bend that corner to get that quarterback. So I think we were missing a lot of that this year, which is why we had the low production as far as the sacks came. And I think we should maybe do some big things this year. Like you said, Jaden Woods coming back, and maybe we can land one or two more guys. I don't know who's all left in the portal or who all is brewing up over there on the D-line already. Maybe got some sleepers. I'm never too shunned from that one as far as us being able to develop a sack guy or develop a good defensive line. We got a great defensive line coach. So I wouldn't be surprised if we go crazy next year, just like that.
Jeremy.
Exactly. I won't be surprised.
Jeremy's on that Nick Tory, George Gums preseason pack right there. Just throwing out numbers.
That's what we got to do at this.
I like Gums, but we lied about Gums.
For the star.
Yeah.
We lied a little bit about Gums.
Yeah.
Did I lie about bets though? I don't want to go there, but we should go there.
No, I like bets. I like bets. Y'all don't like bets?
He's back.
I like him. I'm not saying I don't like him.
Yeah. You lied in a bad way. Yeah.
I lied. What happened this year? Did I miss something?
You didn't like him this year? I thought he was effective this year from his snaps.
I liked him just as much as you like Sap.
Jordan's going Old Testament right now. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth right now.
I like what you did there.
Right. I ain't said that.
We don't see sassy Jordan all that often. So.
He proved a valid point.
Sass right there.
I see what you're saying. I can see why you say that.
Right. I got high expectations for that Florida D-line. So when I'm talking about ish, y'all boys don't feel like I'm coming at you as a personal player. I just seen great defensive linemen in my time, before my time, and etc. So I expect when you come here, you keep that same standard. I'm sorry.
The thing is, like, just watching college football in the playoffs, like, this is a line of scrimmage league, right? Mm-hmm. Like, it's some real lines of scrimmages that are doing some gangster things, bro, and we are not. What we saw last year is just not that, bro. So like, and offensive line is rough because there's not a lot of bodies, in the portal to like fix that problem. So
yeah, you really can't.
I don't know, man. Like, just watching, playoff football, that was my biggest thing, bro. Like, violence has got to be going on and people moving. A lot of size, a lot of strength, and our guys gonna have to make a jump for sure. Like Brandon Beck, who's my other guys? Because we got some guys now. Like, don't get me wrong, but they're gonna have to make a serious jump in,
Kofi, sorry.
Because who replacing Caleb Banks? Like, Caleb Banks is going now. Like, who at defensive tackle has that type of interior presence? So
I think Jamari, Brendan Bett, then you get, the younger guys, Mbachu and McLeod.
I like McLeod.
McLeod blew up last year. He got right.
Yeah, I like McLeod.
He's a little bit of a crash out, which I think you need.
He got a little glare in his eye.
I feel like you have to be a crash out to play that role.
Yeah,
you need a guy who you're like, okay, if like
McLeod is probably the alpha in that room right there with interior defense alignment.
Right.
Yeah.
So I like Mbachu too, but I like McLeod a little bit more. What do you say?
We saw McLeod a lot more than we saw Mbachu.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said I won't be surprised on a sleeper. Like, don't be surprised next year a dude comes and make a huge jump from a B- to an A-. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can get there real quick with just obviously the coach that's there and developing these guys and just the tradition of Florida being able to breed great defensive linemen. So I think we do for one. We long overdue for one, especially with the all the stuff we took this year with losing Caleb Banks and the D-line just looking the way it was looking. We managed to fight through. The defense looked great overall, but I think it would have been top 5 if that D-line was all healthy.
I could have told y'all all season, man. Tell Caleb Banks I miss him.
For real.
Miss him, bro.
Yeah, we're going to need to see some big development this offseason. This is going to be a good Gerald Chapman test. There's just,
I talked with Gerald Chapman off season, towards the end of the season, and this one thing he told me, like, he wish he could raise the floor on the talent level a little bit, and that ain't gonna happen. And it wasn't just, I don't think he was in control. That's why I'm thinking, like, we gotta give these recruiters a break on that, because it's more involved than just out recruiting another team and selling the program and position, bro. Like be able to raise the floor. Sometimes you got to raise the dollar amount, and you don't know what the coaches are allotting towards which room. This is different staff, so who knows? But you don't know what the head guy, what he's allowing, money wise per room. So one of the things, that I know he was talking about just raising the floor to talent. So I'm gonna be watching just to see how that may change. This was a transition year. I don't know what the roster may look like next year when we got more time to evaluate the country. Right now, you're on the fly trying to put together, this transition class. So like, it's hard to evaluate and upgrade a lot of positions. So we'll see. But I do know we thought it was good. That's when I complimented him on the talent of the room. He said, to be honest, I wish the floor was higher.
Interesting.
I can agree with that, but at the same time, I feel like, what I don't know about. I ain't too deep in it, but who was in this transfer portal class as far as D tackle, D line, D end was a guy who was like a must get that we missed.
There's not a lot.
Exactly.
That's why it's so hard to build that part in your transfer.
It's not a lot. You just got a guy like it's a few in the country, regardless. Like bona fide elite defensive tackle is not going to be a lot. So the ones that do hit the portal, they like it's competition. It turns into a bid and war quick. Once Texas Tech and some of them get involved, bro, you got to decide what type of money you trying to spend. And that's a premium position. It
reminded me of Lucas Simmons, the guy that went to Ohio State, that everybody thought that Florida was going to get him out of San Diego State. And then he went to visit Ohio State first. Florida was going to be second. And Ohio State just said, we're going to keep you here, right? We're going to pay you whatever you need to. And now he was a first-round NFL draft pick playing in the NFL. So those positions are just so hard because everybody's looking for that space-eating defensive tackle that's been proven, that left tackle, that right tackle, that proven guard. And now you have bodies. You just need to elevate those flashes that you saw into pure production throughout the entire season, not just when they're coming in the third quarter, fourth quarter against a guy that's tired. Now it's, can they do it and sustain it all year?
That's why DeAndre Robinson is entering the portal every semester, because he's a D tackle. He's like, hey, somebody gonna give me a lot of money, man, just for being big. Just for being big as hell. What's our defensive tackle who was way down on the depth chart? He just went to Carolina, got a nice little bag. He probably got DeAndre bag.
Oh, Greg Smith.
The guy we had on the show, right?
Not Greg Smith, the D tackle we just had leave.
We had him on the show. I think he came from Charlotte. No, not Charlotte. He came from
had him on the show.
I think
the big monster. Looks good getting off the bus. What's his name? Nick?
Oh, Tavoris Brown.
Tavoris Brown. Yeah.
You kept saying big, and I was thinking like Stephon Shivers big. Tavoris Brown is like all NBA power forward.
For sure. He's like 6'8" or something crazy.
Who was that other D lineman we had on the pod?
That was DeAndre.
Fleazy. DeAndre Robinson. He left.
He left not long after we chatted with him for DJ.
He's back in the portal.
Yeah, he just went back in the portal.
Back in the portal.
Yeah. That boy, he came to us from the portal. Well, he signed with Texas at first. He signed with Texas, got out of that, came to Florida, then he went to Carolina. Now he back in.
Something, but he left with something.
Yeah. That boy, I'm telling you, he'll play for anybody. As long as that money.
Bro, he's on the Plies remix. Ran off on the plug thrice.
Coach Ray Charles.
Somebody asked,
same glasses I got on, dog. Can't even see nothing. DeAndre, what that check say, bro? Can you write on the check though? Can you see that
somebody
check?
asked about Stephon Shivers. So I looked him up. He played at Tennessee State. Is on 3. Does not list him as in the portal. So don't know what's going on. But he played last year. 30 tackles at a sack and a half.
D tackle?
Stephon Shivers. 30.
That's actually pretty impressive.
That is.
I don't think he should be playing at Tennessee State. I can't imagine what the offensive linemen at Tennessee State think when a 6'4", 400-pound nose tackle is lining up against them. Probably just like,
he's
can I get out of his way?
HBCUs, man.
Can I get out of his way quickly?
So
Shivers was gonna be a guy. He just got into some shenanigans. That's how life be sometimes.
I was looking back when we did the DJ Lagway event because it reminded me of us talking to DeAndre Robinson. And at the DJ Lagway event, so far DJ Lagway, DeBron Hampton, and DeAndre Robinson have transferred Only Tank Hawkins and Rod Kearney are still here.
Tank's
gone.
Oh,
Tank
yeah, that's right. Tank's gone. So
Tank
4 out of the 5.
Hey, Tank that watched.
Rod's holding on.
Rod's holding on. That's man.
I think Rod's gonna be a starter next year.
Yeah, different game now, boys. Different game now. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, I forgot about that. That was one of the most legendary responses to who has the best hands on the team.
Oh yeah,
that's when he was. That wasn't at the Lagway event, but he was like sitting back in his chair, dreads in his face, golds in, and just like giggled and goes, "Me?" And we're like, "Yeah, probably." With that answer, not gonna debate you. Sure,
all right now.
Sure. It was like, who has the best hands? Me. Okay. Next question.
All right.
What a guy.
So on January 7th, the Gators also added Cam Dooley, Elijah Owens, and Micah Mays. So Cam Dooley from Kentucky, 6'2", 203 pounds, 4-star in the transfer portal, 20 solo tackles, 1 forced fumble, 1 interception, 32 total tackles, 20 solo tackles there. Cam Dooley was a guy that once he entered the portal, the Gators thought that they were probably the favorites for. He is going to join a couple of his old staff guys from Kentucky at UF. So what do you guys think of him?
I think we won the Jordan Castell trade.
Yeah. 6'2", 203.
I completely agree. I think he's a guy that can, come in and make an impact for us off the rip. I don't know if he'll be the starter. I'm not the coach. I think if he was able to get the opportunity, he will be that guy. And I love Jordan Castell just because he's a Jordan, but
y'all Jordans got to stick together, bro.
Yeah, we got to stick together, bro.
Ain't no Jordan on Jordan time.
You feel me? I love you, brother. If you hear this, if you ever see this come across your page,
you feel the same about Bill Belichick's 23-year-old girlfriend. Her name is Jordan.
See, now we getting into a whole different look.
She does adult cheerleading.
Yeah, I'll support those Jordans, just dudes who wear helmets and cleats.
And real quick before you go, Corey, too, like Jordan was talking about the familiarity, and it's his DC from Kentucky and his position coach, same right. Kentucky. So like that's a guy that's coming in and like a coach on the field knows the defense already.
You're gonna be a general out there. You're gonna be directing everybody on what to do and how they like it. I like that. Yeah, I think this staff is definitely doing. It doesn't pop off on us and we just got a Texas Tech guy or Ohio State guy or all of that crap that we looking for as fans. You know what I'm saying? I get it, but I think they're making smart moves in that. We're going to have guys who can teach the system and know the system and be able to be comfortable in playing in the system. Because I think even through spring, you want to see guys be able to replicate it. You don't want to see, hey, coach, we just watched an hour and a half of film or an hour of film on how you want us to do it. But I want to see a guy that can go out there and do that on the field and show you with your own eyes on what the coaches want and what the coaches need from you. And I think the staff has done a great job of doing that as far as bringing those kind of guys in.
Yeah, I think he's good. Like, he's a Kentucky guy, and PFF, decent PFF grades, etc. And I think he's only like one of two of the guys that's in like 247 and on threes, like top 100. So,
yeah,
I like to go by like the metrics of the recruiting services because they work out, right? You look at the playoffs and how the transfer portal was rated last year, like it checked out. So he's one of those two top 100 guys, him and Singleton. So I have no qualms. He got good stats, rated high from a familiar. He understands the defense. I expect him to be a starter and contribute and be effective.
Absolutely. Yeah, and Jordan, I think that he is probably slated to be your starting safety there. Gators grab Elijah Owens from Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, 65 tackles, 1 interception in 2025. So he'll have, I would imagine, 3 years to play. 2 there. Don't know a lot about Elijah Owens. Looks like a bit of a depth piece, 6'3", 210 pounds. Maybe a 1 year in the system, maybe next year. Year after this to maybe get some significant playing time.
Yeah, depth developmental.
Yeah.
Peace.
And then wide receiver.
I think that
ahead.
one also too. I think before he went to community college, I think that he was already on like Kentucky's radar. I think like Kentucky was recruiting him, so I think that was just like familiarity with like they'd already done the evaluation like in high school too.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of community college guys anymore. I know Jacoby Jackson's community college guy, but back in the day, you used to get 2, 3, 4 in a class.
Bro, you remember it? It was that
People's dying, bro.
Yeah, it was that damn math credit. We'd have like that JUCO guy lined up, and all of a sudden, like, wait, why is he at Georgia? Oh, it's a math credit. Couldn't get in.
Yeah, as a former JUCO guy, JUCO is dying.
Yeah,
like, transfer portal is killing it.
Yeah, really. Yeah. It's a place for the guys who don't even have a home in this portal to go land somewhere, but overall, it's definitely dying as far as where it used to be.
Yeah, because then you've got kind of the best D2 and then FCS guys moving up. You just don't really see. I haven't done a full study here on junior college, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's 90% less than what it used to be even 5-6 years ago.
Damn, so sad. JUCO products, we used to call them out the mud if they made it to the league. You got it out the mud.
It's jail, bro. I've been there.
I already know. I had a couple homies. I had my boy, RIP.
Crazy.
My boy Sam Bruce, man, went to Mississippi Gulf Coast, man. He was like, bruh, I tell you, no lie. He said St. Thomas looked better than this.
For sure. Right, it's the projects, bro. Like, you really out there and you with a lot of misfits. Like, I'm gonna be real. So it'll be the school I went to was a lot of D1 players that just didn't have grades, got kicked out of school, like kicked off the team. I won't say out of school, kicked off the team, or maybe kicked out of school. A bad background. So you up there with some. I was a choir boy compared to the guys I was up there with.
I already know it's like, a mixture of both of them, though.
You got black and mild smoke hitting the air in the locker room at halftime.
For sure.
If you want to see what it's like, Last Chance U followed a couple community colleges for a couple years. That's where that Jason Brown coach that just he goes off the deep end on Twitter. I don't know, every couple weeks, couple months. I know him and Corey, or maybe him and one of his other co-hosts got after it one time years ago.
Bro, you were fighting Coach Jason Brown?
No, I still got it. I got it. Like, he was in my DM, so I had to fake Florida State when I used to do the Miami Herald. I put out a tweet saying
all right, Miami Herald.
I said Willie Taggart had hired Jason Brown to be the new offensive coordinator. He hit me up and said, "Are you serious? Did I get the job?" And then he was like, "Bro, you got players calling me, my recruits, hit me up, trying to decommit because you got this tweet out. Can you take it down?" "No, sir, I can't. I'm sorry."
I'll take it up.
Sir, have you seen the engagement?
Team.
No, sir.
This tweet has went platinum, sir. I cannot take this down.
Bro, that is unreal, bro.
What a time to be alive.
Can you imagine him thinking that
he shared it too? Like, guys, this is not real.
Bruh, I wish I was on Twitter when you was acting crazy like this. I was never really.
You was playing, bro.
It was incredible.
Yeah, I was never really. I'm still not. You feel? I'm still not fully in it. But like, dude, I would have been literally crying if I would have seen that and just known the logistics of everything and knowing that he's not really.
The picture I used for him to get the job was him in the hot tub with a cigar. It's serious, man.
The internet was just incredible.
Yeah, it used to be a wholesome place, man.
It's not the same, and it's not just because the Twitter's just not the same. Those are some golden days, man. Some golden days of the internet.
Now everybody just acts like fucking AI Twitter. What's that shit called?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Corey would post it, and somebody be like, "At Grok, is this true?" And it's like,
what? You letting that motherfucker tell you if it's true or not?
Oh my gosh! All right,
Grok Gator, two different truths, and within an hour, bro. Like, it don't care what it tell you, bro.
Oh my gosh! All right, so Gators grab wide receiver Micah Mays from Wake Forest, 6'2", 296 pounds, 18 receptions, 302 yards, 2 touchdowns. I know you need depth, and I guess he's a depth guy, but I don't see this one as maybe some others. But
no, I think he's as I'm just familiar with him, right?
Yeah.
Local kid,
5'6",
5'6" guy. great pedigree. Definitely got track speed, top end speed. He was like wide receiver 4 at Wake Forest, but a lot of ability there. If you're losing, our wide receiver 4 was Aiden Mazzell. Mm-hmm. I think they're very comparable, but he's more durable, bigger, a little bit stronger. But as far as like track speed, top end speed, he's gonna bring that to the table. And like his dad and his uncle used to train me when I was a kid.
His dad was in the NFL or
his dad?
Dad, okay.
His dad played at Bama for a little bit. His dad was a quarterback. So his dad
Blake Mays?
No. Not Blake Mays, Michael Mays. He didn't. His dad.
No. Is his dad Blake Mays? Oh no,
no, it's Michael Mays.
I'm confused. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah.
But does he have return history at all?
Yeah, I don't know if he did at Wake, but he did in high school. He's a playmaker around here. More of a basketball kid early on, but now he's definitely always played track. Dad played football, but he's a playmaker. I think he's gonna play. I don't think he's coming in. I think he's gonna challenge to for a starting role. I said that when I seen his name pop, not just because he's from 5'6". Like I'm not gonna hype everything that come out of Palm Beach, but like I got tweets watching him during the season, like watching him at Wake Forest, because I forgot that he had even committed there. And then I'm watching him play against Florida State and some of these teams, and you can see the ability there. They often stunk. That's just what it was. They didn't have good quarterback play, but whoever radar he popped up on, they know something. Like, as you can see, I don't know who's on the wide receiver room recruiting. They know something. Like, they ain't out there guessing and just throwing nothing. Like, we have Ferraris, and they re-upped on Ferraris in the wide receiver room, for sure.
Thank you. I was going to second that with Corey, man, because I saw the name come by, and I kind of, I'm in Palm Beach now, so I kind of did my little homework and got to ask around of my Palm Beach guys, and I kind of got the same story that Corey kind of got. So now, like, he's a great athlete, phenomenal skill. He just never really had the opportunity to be on this stage. And I think now him having the opportunity to be on this stage, he'll show you that he belonged here. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to go in there. I don't know the kid. This is just for me asking Tweedledee, and you know what I'm saying? Just trying to hear about him, and now that he's a Gator. But I think the kid is a great dude. He has phenomenal speed. And I think this is like just Corey said, he hit it on the head. This is our Aiden Mazzell, and this is somebody that can kind of fill that spot of us losing him, and probably a little bit more, just because he's fighting for a little bit more. He know he's from Palm Beach, and I'm over here playing for the Gators. There's a lot of dudes, all parts of Florida want to play for the Gators. Y'all can name all. I don't care if Miami in the championship right now. You want to be a Gator if you was ever born and raised in Florida or played football in Florida, regardless. So I think you're going to be playing with a little bit of chip on his shoulder, just knowing that he has this opportunity to kind of overcome and be this guy for the Florida Gators.
He's a dude.
Yeah, I don't think he returned. By the way,
you had to retool that room because you lose Trey, you lose. I'm gonna miss someone. You lose Trey, you lose Mizell, Tank,
Montgomery, DeBron Hampton.
Oh, Nation.
We lost some guys too, man. Like, like, we lost.
And he only signed one, maybe two in this class.
1.5.
Three. Marquez, Davion Gross, who I think is nasty.
Oh, sorry, two, and then the third,
and Justin Williams.
That's the half that Jordan and I were talking about. Yeah.
Why is he? He's an athlete.
Well, because I know that they're recruiting him at wide receiver. He's played running back. He's played a bunch of other things, and I think it's wide receiver, but
yeah, I think he's wide receiver. But
I'm with you.
Yeah, but like get VB back. You get Dallas back. Oh, I saw Dallas. Something's going on, Jordan. Everyone's chopping the dreads off. Dallas cut his off.
Whoa. Jordan speaking to them boys, man.
Linebacker Miles Johnson. I saw him today. He shaved his off. I said, when was the last time you got a haircut?
Miles cut the dreads?
Not Graham. Not Miles Graham. Miles Johnson. 44.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, whoa.
44.
I'll take
I asked
that.
him the last time he cut his hair. He said freshman
Brandon
year
Spikes
of high
cut his
school or
dread.
8th grade.
Yeah, I saw that.
But yeah,
I cut my dreads too.
Same.
Never had him.
Same.
Always wanted him. Always made my player in Madden with him, but
my son has never had a haircut, bro. Like, just never had. Nah, like a low haircut. He's never had his hair. He's always had hair, like mohawk, like the lowest he's went, but he just never had a fade or just a regular haircut.
So I know that
I told him like, look at his future. Like it's coming.
It's coming. Hey, enjoy it. Enjoy it while you have it, son. I know that I'm getting old because I asked Miles Johnson. I was like, when was the last time you got a haircut? He was like, oh, well, I used to always get a lineup. He goes, that's when they do that. I'm like, buddy, please. I know I'm gray, but I know what a lineup is. Come on. He was about to explain a lineup.
Explain a lineup is like these kids
like,
think a lineup's new. Like
that's
they think
tough.
They either think you like a lineup's new or they think white people don't get lineups.
Back in the day,
I used to get lineups
at the Puerto Rican Dominican barbershop. My guy, we were like, the tape.
I'll find an old picture. I'll send it to you guys.
Hey, them Dominicans do know how to cut, though. I got to
that's the best barbershops, bro. Like, you kidding me?
My whole life going to Spanish barbershops, not knowing a damn thing they're saying in there.
Because they were talking about you.
Probably.
Them boys mean with the razor, man.
No, they didn't do anything.
But anyway, so that I guess we can get back into it because you got one more receiver to announce. But
we got a lot still to go here. Then on Thursday, the Gators added linebacker Carter Milliron from Louisiana and running back Landon Montgomery. I would imagine that you guys don't have a ton of thoughts on Carter Milliron other than the Gators needed a long snapper, and he played 14 games back in 2024. I don't think he played much or any in 2025. But the Gators did land running back Landon Montgomery, running back from East Carolina, 5'11", 197, 156 rushes, 742 yards, and 7 touchdowns to complement that room. Gators lost, 3 running backs to the transfer portal. So you needed to replenish, and this is the first of 2 additions beyond Jaden Ball.
I'm gonna let y'all take off first if y'all want to. If y'all gonna
you running back, bro. I'm waiting on you, dog.
Okay,
we can't save the best for last. We got to get straight to the expert.
No. I like
that. Corey tripping.
I like him too. too.
I like that get. I think that's a good complementary piece to Ball's game. I mean, obviously at this point we all on the Ball train and that he needs to get 20 whatever plus carries a game. I'm on board with that. I'm on that same shit. But I think this is the kind of guy who can spell you and come in on the third down and make an explosive play. And he has that big play. And I think that's just an overall good get from my perspective on watching him at ECU. You know, I feel like he can come in. I don't know what the offense looks like. Obviously, we watched some tape on the G-Tech offense last year, how they got some gadget plays and everything can go around. So I think he'll have a big role in this offense. Not huge as Balls, but a lot more than we think of him just being the guy who's around the bench all day and just watching Ball take all the shine. I think he'll be able to make some plays for us this year.
Originally started his career at Penn State.
He old. Like, get the old guys. So I like the old running backs.
The other one's old too, Evan Pryor.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Pryor. Pryor is ancient.
I mean, Oregon, Indiana, Miami, all relatively old teams.
You get old guys.
The staff heard Corey wrong. He was like, "Yo, you gotta get an old quarterback." They're like, "Bet we got 2 old running backs for you."
I'll take old anything. Like, go get old player. Take Pop style, bro. Pop got to figure it out, bro. The oldest college football team ever. Like, go get old.
It's funny because we were talking about that like 2-3 years ago in terms of baseball, and some of the smaller schools in baseball kind of flipped the script. Like the year Kentucky went to the College World Series, they had like a roster of 35 and 20 of them were either seniors or graduates. And they were just like Florida's throwing 18-year-old kids against these guys who have like child support payments and a mortgage.
Give me the guys with child support payments. Both.
It means more.
18-year-olds and
definitely means more.
It means more candles on your birthday cake.
That's right.
Candles.
Tyreek Sapp has an elementary school kid.
Bro, listen, Jordan will drive up to Tampa if you say another thing about Tyreek Sapp.
I love Tyreek Sapp.
Yeah, that my boy Sapp now. He go back now.
He's down there.
I said something about Sapp. He came back and doubled back on my dude. He was like, "Hey,
y'all know about Washington Park. Y'all know what that's at a Fort Lauderdale with Sapp. Know what that's about, man. That's my boy."
Love
He's
that.
down.
I'm just telling you that he has an elementary school kid. It's an actual factual.
Oh yeah,
You know what I
for sure.
Uh,
And it meant more.
It did mean more. Now he's going to go to the NFL.
That boy was crying in pep talks, bro. Like only a daughter do that to you. Only a daughter like bringing that side.
Right.
Yeah.
I hope one day I'll feel that.
That's
the Gators on Friday. Actually, quick ad read.
My bad, bro.
Sushi.
Sushi. We're talking. Cook sushi's terrible.
We're in listening company here, Corey. Jeez Louise. All right. So one time.
I'm gonna die again.
One time for our friends over at Home Field Apparel. Go visit homefieldapparel.com. Use promo code Stadium and Gale at checkout. Get 15% off of your order, free shipping. I'm sorry, 20% off your order and free shipping. Great products, great cotton, a ton of designs. They're always adding new stuff for UF. They've got like 100+ schools. They've added a couple other things NFL-wise. So go check them out. Great product, longtime sponsor of the show. You guys keep buying and keep going back to them. So, again, that promo code is Stadium and Gale at homefieldapparel.com.
Hey, Miami needs more podcasts. Your guy, this has to be one of your guys.
Yeah,
Corey.
Black Raider Steel. No, he's
He's
been a long time supporter. He always
some
hits
people
the
love
like
me,
button.
man. I don't even talk trash about Miami anymore. They still they want to hear me
He's
talk.
just-
I don't know what it is.
He's
The best
every
part
Monday.
is
He's on the corner.
We're never gonna
know.
bring it up. He'll hit us with the super chat, but we'll
Nah, man,
other than
I don't.
that, he can just talk
I
to
retired from talking trash to Miami fans. I had a good time. It was over the summer.
Had a
It
good
was a
time.
good season because I would have been talking greasy, and they'd be in the national championship right now. So, what's his name? Black
Raider Steel.
Raider Steel. Go find like happy things to do, man. And it's still go Hoosiers, man. Big Indiana vibes.
Yeah, y'all finna get blown out by Indiana anyway. So fuck you.
I'm not gonna talk greasy, man, because them boys they might pull it out. Pause.
They're good. They're good.
I don't care. I'm gonna talk greasy because I'm gonna be on Twitter.
Dude, they were in a dog fight with Billy Napier till the midway through the fourth quarter.
That's how much talent we had. Like, yeah, we had terrible coaches, and we had that Miami team in a chokehold. If we had any bit of life, we win that game. We just ain't have no life, bro.
That's
like,
But they ain't gonna say that's credible enough. They're gonna act like that ain't real. They're gonna act like
because they had
watch
2
that
touchdowns
game.
late in the game. They're gonna be like, "Oh, we blew you out." Yeah, we watched the game. All right, on Friday, Gators added center, offensive guard Harrison Moore from Georgia Tech, and upcoming sophomore Emeka Ujori from Stanford, who did start for them as a true freshman. Going back, Harrison Moore played in 11 games, had 9 starts, 5 at center, 4 at guard, 0 sacks allowed, and 300 pass protection snaps in 2025. 6'5", 300 pounds. So Gators needed a new center, and this is probably going to be the guy that is your new center.
Interesting. I think that'll be a competition. I think that'll be a competition with.
That's why I said May. Sometimes I just talk. You know,
I'm banking on. So from talking with John about how he ran things at like Tulane, and I mean we'll see it, but like we don't have any proof otherwise yet. He said like he doesn't care what you're making. Like NIL wise, don't talk to me about that. Going to play the best guys. Like when I think Darian Mensah, who was at Duke, who transferred to Duke, got paid. I think he certainly was not the highest paid quarterback on Tulane's roster when he played him. So like, I think you're just getting depth, and from talking to him, he's just going to play whoever earns it in practice. So you have Jason Zandamela. You have Jason Zandamela, who has been backing up Jake Slaughter. Rod Kearney's played there. I think like last year I said it. I'm like, hey, I'm happy they moved Rod to guard. Just focus on one thing. But yeah, like if you want like a true backup center, you needed to bring somebody else in. And I think it'll be just a competition between Zandamela and Moore.
Yeah, I like that competition, man. I think I'm glad they're not shunning away from being able to build in that room and that like realizing the importance in that, right? You know, just being able to have somebody who, if a guy gets hurt, that's a tough position, man. You're hitting every other play, or really every play. And we need to be able to have guys who are behind them who are ready to go and ready to compete. So I like that get. I feel like I trust in Uncle Phil and that he gonna recruit the right guys and be able to develop these guys. So I'm happy with that. And even you mentioned like Rod played center last year or was testing it out and he moved to guard, you know, just him having that ability. I like that as well, you know, being able to play in multiple positions. And shoot, I don't know, Uncle Phil coach, maybe he can have one of our backup centers be a premier guard for us if we need be. Who knows? A swing lineman is a thing in the NFL. They can swing and play multiple positions. So we need a little bit of something like that.
That's what you have with the Pouncey twins too. I know that they moved from guard to center in their careers, but I know Mike Pouncey ended up playing center in the NFL. Marquise obviously went back out to guard for the Steelers there. But that combo guard, he has experience at both. And so a good depth piece, a guy with a lot of experience, a guy that, you know, is familiar with Buster Faulkner and his offense as well. But again, you needed somebody that, you know, has experience. There's a lot of talent in the room. There's a lot of, you know, there's some stars there, right? There's a, you know, number of 4 stars. Jason Zandamela was a 5-star, but not a lot of playing time in games. And now you bring a guy that didn't allow a sack in 300 snaps as a center and guard last year in pass protection there. So again, you know, some proven experience against some good defensive lines in the ACC. So, you know, again, if anything, if he's not your slated starter, then he's going to elevate the room and, you know, challenge whoever is going to start over him because he definitely comes with some great experience.
Yeah. No, offensive line is tough in the portal. I do want to see, like, you know, us get better, like talent in there. It's definitely tackles, but I like the interior guys. The guys that they brought in are going to definitely come in and have to battle. I think our interior dudes aren't slouches. I thought they could be coached up better. You know, even though we had 2 dudes in one room, I think Phil's going to get more out of them than both of those cats. So the interior. It's going to be a battle. I don't think those guys, just because they're even coming over from Georgia Tech, you either can move people or you can't. With offensive lines, a little bit different. So we'll see what's up.
2 dudes in one room. Title.
2 dudes, 1 room.
Nah, man, that sounds nuts.
That'll reach a whole new demographic of people.
Seriously, like literally.
I appreciate you for wanting to join the show or wanting to grow the show a little bit, but 2 dudes, 1 room is going to draw, I think, some different attention than what we normally go. And you're the one wearing the tank top on the show, so. Yeah. His Twitter is jscar954. His DMs are open, and he is ready.
He's ready.
When y'all come my DMs, let me not do that.
Don't talk about coming in your DMs, Jordan. I do want
Whoa.
So I do want to give a quick shout out to sponsor Greg Brunt, Mayor-Turner. Greg Brunt called me back himself today. He's serious about saving money. Helped me save thousands on home insurance today and got me out of Geico, saving me $800 over 6 months.
No capping my rap, man.
Greg does a great job.
Greg will save you that bread.
Lauren Vinoy, appreciate you. Shout out to the 904. As always, I've loved and respected the 904. With the new coaching regime, has there been any clarity on relations with independent media moving forward? I think we're just too early to tell.
I think just from a vibe check, right? Yeah. I don't think John's gonna spend a lot of time trying to shut down independent media or be worried about us too much. And I think he has the personality to engage. He engages on Twitter and whatnot, right? Yeah. So he just write him as a personality that's gonna be. He liked the podcast too. I just seen him on a lot of podcasts, like just you know, doing this thing. So I don't think it's gonna be a thing for him. I think he got bigger fish to fry.
Yeah. And I think the last coaching staff didn't quite realize what we were trying to do and trying to help them and trying to help the players.
Lie for you, bro. We did. We
carried water for years.
Yes, bro. We lying for you.
My back hurts for carrying.
How you push off the people that lie for you, dog? We seriously hit a lie for you to help you, bro.
That's
said spot the ball. We hyped it up, like nervously, like, okay, we gonna spot
scared
it.
money don't make money. Hell yeah, boys, let's go.
Yeah, we hype it. We're a hype machine, bro. Don't push us away.
Gators.
We were the only ones that got Billy on the pod, though.
Nah, I think
Dave
Gator Breakdown did, and I think the Gator Nation football pod, but we were the first. Not that
with a lot of rules.
That was early. That was me. That was me pre-kids, and we were like, all right, we're doing it at 7 a.m. I was like, we
had to have a pre-lit questions vetted a week before the interview. I mean, we had exactly 30 minutes. All right.
He almost smashed it. I'm out of here button. He might almost close the window out on us, man. I was like, let me get one more. one more.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm driving through a tunnel. Bad reception.
Gators grabbed Emeka Ujori, 6'5", 300 pounds, played in 10 games, 8 starts as a true freshman at Stanford. His PFF grade is probably not something that's going to excite you should you go out and look at it. But, I do think it's important to remember that Stanford is not very good and a true freshman. And I don't think the Gators expect him to necessarily come in and start next year, and you needed an offensive tackle, and you went and got one. He led the ACC in offensive guard snaps by a true freshman and was 10th in the country, only committed 2 penalties.
I think he's also like very young.
He played guard and but is listed as an offensive tackle. He started at right tackle, and then they moved him to right guard. So I'm not sure if there was an injury or if somebody had come back from injury, which is why he started. But
I think he's very.
Jeremy said to watch his tape versus Miami. He held it down.
That's a serious D-line.
Yeah, and I'm not criticizing him or his PFF grade. I'm just saying that people looked at that immediately and like he's not good. I think that there's clarity.
Yeah, him being young,
right?
Even I think amongst freshmen, I think he was still, when you just look at just his freshman versus other freshmen, his PFF was still bad. But offensive tackle is just tough in the portal, man. Like we don't know what Phil probably sees some potential in him, but it's just a tough position. There's not a whole lot of them out there, bro.
That's kind of you got to trust.
That's kind of where I'm at.
I don't gotta trust. I'm just gonna wait.
No. I agree, Corey. You're 100% right, and I think that's all of our positions. At least that's mine and yours. I can speak for that. 100%. Jordan too. Is like we've got to see more before I immediately go jump to how great somebody is. But I do think that Phil Trotwine is a good talent evaluator, and of the people that I feel like I could put more trust in now, he's one of the guys that I can put more trust in now. But I do 100% agree with you.
Yeah. No, I trust Phil more than I trust this kid. So if you're talking about Phil or the kid, I agree with that. I trust Phil, the coach. I have all the trust in the world of Phil, right? But this kid, I don't know if Phil's going to coach him up. I don't know what to expect. It's grades like that. He probably sees something in him that he can coach up. And these coaches talk too. Like they're usually honest about like kids' potential. So kid into the portal, I'm pretty sure he calls Stanford and say, hey man, is this kid worth my time? Is he Florida material, etc.? They have those type of conversations. So he probably sees something there. I trust Phil like going forward as the Gators offensive line coach. But this kid, I don't trust him to develop this particular kid. We'll see what Phil does. With all it's good smoke right now with Phil with the high school, offensive lineman and the recruiting. Yeah, so I trust him in that facet, bro. I don't know about this kid. We'll see.
I think I trust him only off the fact that he don't even want to make his name no type of dirty. I think if he sees something in a player, he know what he's seeing, and I think he feels like he has the capabilities to kind of make these guys a dude. And I mean, if you really go look back at his resume, I don't know how many misses he had, but it was a miss. They wasn't too far off of a miss. You maybe scratched the red dot in the middle, but you missed, So I think I'm pretty confident in what he's doing for us and what he's done in the past as well.
Shout out to Phil.
I like it. All right, we got just a couple more names here to go. Over the next couple of days, the Gators grab Luke Harping, Harpering, Georgia Tech tight end, 6'3", 240 pounds, 13 receptions, 158 yards last season. Again, a Buster Faulkner offensive guy. I think when he went into the transfer portal, I had heard rumblings that it was just to come to Florida. So that happened on Saturday. Any thoughts on Luke Harpering?
I think it's a good get considering all the tight ends that kind of jumped off and kind of left, and we got one guy that kind of came back. So it's a good piece. And I mean, shit, looking at me, he put some stuff on tape that you kind of can be proud of as a player. So I ain't too mad at the get. Another dude that's familiar with the offense, familiar with what's going on. And I think once they got that going on, I think it'll be good for us. Another dude that's familiar in the system and can be able to teach the other guys.
Yeah, because you lost Hayden Hansen and then Tony Livingston today to the transfer portal.
I mean, just keeping it being like we talked about it for 3 years, like that the way the tight end was used and was not going to attract a talented Kyle Pitts type of guy. It's like that's like a room that you've got to completely overhaul. Yeah, and you're probably going to need guys to see what the offense looks like before you start signing up. But like, I'm surprised Amir Jackson signed up for the past offense.
Amir Jackson and Hezzy Kent, bro. That's the room right now.
Mm-hmm.
Big Hezzy. Oh, big boy can get a little bit better.
That's Jordan's boy right there.
I was about to say, come on, they
should have listed Big Hezzy as an athlete, bro. I think when Hezzy get on campus, you just let him do a tour. Like the first week, he go to Chapman room, go to the tight end room, then he go to field room. You just let him just do a little tour around all that, bro.
A little leadership development program for him.
Wherever your hand in the dirt, I need you there, brother. I
need you there. Just cross train, bro. Like we never know when we're gonna need somebody that athletic in your size, bro. Just learn.
Do we need a fullback? No, but can we create a room just for you? Maybe.
I think Hezzy needs to pay attention to what they paying defensive tackles in the portal. Like it's a position you gotta want to play. I like him at tight end if he's big and can move around a little bit, but if that was my son, I'd be like, man, that slide inside. Well, DeAndre switching schools every semester.
He tackling for everybody now. It seems sweet.
It ain't. You in the blender. You in the blender.
Everybody see you got 200-300 pound dudes trying.
Yeah, you get laid on every play.
Good luck. It's tough in there.
But when you that big, bro, and that athletic, that get off will just be crazy. Just from just looking at measurables. True. You got to want to play that, bro. Same thing with offensive line. Offensive line, I think, is developmentally tougher at that level.
It's the hardest position arguably the hardest position in football. A lot of people say quarterback. A lot of people say DB.
Corner is the toughest position in football.
You got to think, though. I'm bigger than the D lineman, less athletic than the D lineman, but I got to stay in front of you and block you, but not hold you.
Yeah, that's tough.
For more than 4 or 5 seconds, maybe 7.
That's 7 is a lot.
7 would be a long time.
7 is a lot.
You scrambling around.
There's some holding going on.
You can't guard me for 7 seconds. I'm getting open on anybody in 7 seconds. I'm just zigzagging at that point, bro. Like
I'm just saying, but coaches get that film after 5 seconds and say, "Why didn't you continue blocking him?" Y'all,
I was tired, dog. That's why. What do you mean 7 seconds?
But that's what you got to deal with in the film room as a player, like. What's going on here? Why couldn't you stay in front of this guy?
I bet my whole D line if you get 7 seconds. Everybody come. Yo, y'all come.
The right guard's holding on with one hand and tapping his helmet with the other. Coach, 7 seconds. You bring someone else in.
I did give him a fire. I'll do it again. Fire! I'll do it again. I don't care. Get him out of here, bro. I was just watching that episode too, and it was right after the USF game. And I said, yeah, we was talking about the fire.
Man.
I go back and just listen to our lives sometimes, bro. I'm like, man, listen to us. Over the summer,
preseason show,
every podcast, every Gator podcast, we was skeptically lying.
God. Every year, we were just a couple plays away, and this was the year. I'm going to save the big name for last. The Gators also grabbed a punter from UT Martin, Miller Feely. I'm sorry, he was going to go to UT Martin, originally from Southwestern Oklahoma State. Had 50 punts, 39.1 average, as long as 80, which Nick, as I'm sure, pumped about. 14 punts inside the 20, 4 punts over 50 yards. Again, was going to go to UT Martin. The Florida offer comes. I guess it makes sense to join over here. So, Nick, is he our punter next year?
There's two. There's another
two.
one in Australia, Alec Clark.
Alec Clark, that's right. Forgot about that. Yeah,
he's got.
I think Miller Feely is Australian too.
I think every kicker and punter is
makes sense.
Australian. Bunch of kangaroos.
We gotta make punter great again, man.
It's well, Jeremy Crawshaw had a good rookie season in Denver.
Yeah, native of Melbourne, Australia.
Melbourne. That was bad.
Shrimp on the
like
body.
little kids in Australia growing up with punter dreams.
Oh, speaking of your boy Pop, just signed a 30-year-old sophomore punter in the transfer portal
to match his 27-year-old punter that he has now.
So the dude,
can you imagine
played professional
30?
The dude played professional rugby in Australia, and then he was a 29-year-old freshman at Hawaii last year.
Bro, you could not pay me enough money to leave Hawaii to go to Indiana, bro.
Trading Honolulu for Bloomington.
Yes, I've been to Hawaii.
You wouldn't leave Hawaii?
Been all 50 states?
Living there is different than like vacationing too, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
You ever been to Bloomington, Indiana?
No, I haven't.
I have.
I have not.
Yeah, I have been to Bloomington, Indiana.
I have not.
I'm just telling you, that's personal preference, but that's me.
Yeah. I mean, they could pay me. You say they couldn't pay you. They definitely could pay me. They could pay me to go anywhere in America, even Mississippi.
Punter money?
Yeah, I wonder what punter money is.
Watch out with Mississippi now. I don't know if he want that life.
They don't have any.
Oh, no. They don't even know they free. I really don't want to go to Mississippi.
I was about to say Mississippi.
I definitely. Mississippi's a different planet. I got family from Biloxi and Jackson, dog. So I know, like, my family come visit. I have to tell them, hey, y'all know y'all are free, right? y'all can leave. These are all jokes, man. These are all jokes, man. Like
Braxton, GG.
Yeah, I mean,
good game. GG's in the chat.
GG's in the chat. Drop an F in the chat for our boy. The Gators grab. This is a big one in the wide receiver room. Gators do grab Auburn and former Georgia Tech wide receiver Eric Singleton Jr. Last season, 58 receptions, 534 yards, 3 touchdowns. Before that, pardon me, let me just get his stats from Georgia Tech. Year before that, 754 yards, 3 touchdowns. His freshman year, 714 yards, 6 touchdowns. A guy that had originally said that he was going to declare for the NFL draft, came back and is going to join Buster Faulkner in this Gators offense too. What could be on paper a really exciting room for the Gators at the wide receiver position.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, man, I think I like that one, man. I think in my head, I was kind of sad about the receiver room and the way it fell apart and losing some of the depth pieces and young guys that we had in the receiver room. But I kind of feel like, we kind of got some Ferraris back, maybe a Lamborghini here and there. If you want to call it an Aston Martin, I don't care what you want to call it. Got some foreign cars in the garage again in the receiver room, and I'm all for it.
We also have some foreign cars in the punting room.
If you want to go there, you ain't lying. I'm with you when you're right.
They're just international.
I'm with you when you're right.
I mean, a Mazda is international, like, technically. A Honda is foreign, technically.
Yeah. That's an import.
Yeah, technically.
I mean, I think it was big keeping VB, keeping Dallas, and then Singleton. It was a little touch and go. I think we felt good, like, hey, if he doesn't, because he declared for the draft and then pulled out, went into the portal. And then all of a sudden Texas Tech got interested. And then I was like, okay, I don't know what the NIL is. Like, you get your own oil rig. Hey, whatever black gold comes out of the ground is yours. This one's, you just got your name on it. So there was a little concern, like behind the scenes. There was a little concern because Florida felt good. Like, hey, if he doesn't go to the draft and goes in the portal, we have a good shot. And then all of a sudden, Texas Tech showed up on caller ID, so that was a big win. He's a guy who I think has some return experience, but that's a early leader 1, 2, 3. Not to put
return kicks in 2024 had 11 for 300 or 241. Sorry, long of 40, and then 3 punts in his career.
I like that.
But yeah, he plays bigger than his size too. Watching some of his highlights, goes up, high points the ball, is competitive in the air. Yeah, it's a good room. There's a lot of work to do when you lost, the depth. I was high on Muiz. I was high on Nashon. Have always been high on Tanks. Like, that was 3 guys who I thought were good players that left the room, and you needed to do something to not take a step back in that room.
They all went to good stops, like, for the most part.
Yeah.
I think Washington State could be a good stop for even Tank. Like, you just need to get somewhere in the offense that's just, they may not win the most games, but being able to go
throw the ball.
Yeah, they throw the ball a lot. But I think all those guys, Trey go to LSU, Nation ends up at Mizzou, Mizell ends up at UCLA. Like, it's not like when Dan Mullen left and guys was going to, Albany State, Jackson State, like
Tennessee State, post Deion Jackson State.
Just off my boy Dan, bro. Leave my boy Dan alone.
No. One thing on Dan.
They all went to what was the one school a bunch of them went to?
UNLV?
No, it wasn't UNLV. It was Nebraska. It was
like Corey Collier and
it was a boatload.
The long snapper, whatever his name was, he went there. Chief
Borders.
Chief Borders went to a lot of schools.
Yeah, here's one for Dan. Speaking of a lot of schools, Dan Mullen just got a commitment from Avery Helm.
Oh wow, he's still in college.
Dude, Avery Helm was in Dan Mullen's 2019 recruiting class at Florida,
brother,
and is now in Dan Mullen's 2026 portal class at UNLV.
It feels like the government got to step in and stop this, man. Like, some of these kids got to go get jobs.
we need
bro.
Workers.
Hey, bro, they're still going to tax your NIL. The government's going to Uncle Sam's getting his no matter where you are.
I
told lies about Avery Helm too.
Avery Helm.
Here we over here being. Go ahead. My bad.
Avery Helm will be a UNLV running rebel for his 7th year of college athletics.
Here we over here being like gullible, thinking like, football still ran through high school recruiting and building and developing. No, like, the real pop crack the code for everybody. Like, no, just get real old players, bro. I'm a real old coach. I want real old players.
I need guys to relate to.
Yes.
You don't have to worry about the players going out late anymore. They're like, Coach, I can't drink that way anymore. My body doesn't recover. I get it.
Why did he miss practice? Oh, his kid was sick. Couldn't go to daycare.
Oh my God. But I guess this is my next question.
His driver's license expired. Needed to go get his photo taken.
Why'd you miss film? It was bingo night down at the center. What do you mean? You can't have film during bingo night?
Hey, you want a Gatorade? No, I'll take a Metamucil, though.
Metamucil. Pass me those Fig Newtons. And that ginger ale. All right, man. What you about to say, Jordan? What question
I was about to say, I guess my question is, after maybe this year or the next, will that old wave be gone because COVID guys have been out of it? Or is the
Avery Helm's a COVID guy.
It depends what the courts say.
Yeah.
Or is it the new wave that these players get extra eligibility because they take it to court and say, I hurt my whatever this year, and let me get another year after I just had a redshirt freshman year, or whatever the case may be. I don't know where it's going from here.
Pavi is not trying to get another year, but that case could end up leading the way where if you go to JUCO, it doesn't count for your NCAA clock at all.
Right.
So then that could open the way.
Got another year, pretty. My bad.
No. Jacoby got a medical for last year.
Okay. They did.
That's what I said, but they get the medical.
But like Jacoby could have 2 more years.
Hey, maybe that's what brings
they don't
JUCO
count
back.
as JUCO.
Maybe that's what brings JUCO back. Maybe these kids, if that doesn't start the
Don't
clock,
go burn no
instead of going to Utah State or, I don't know. I don't want to throw any school, New Mexico State, right? Like maybe I go to JUCO for a year or two.
Go to jail for 2 years, get swole.
Get swole. Now I've got 4 years of eligibility.
Drinking some Pruno out in East Mississippi.
I go beat on some kids, man, when I'm 30.
Independent community college gets their own NIL fund and
just get grown as hell for 2 years.
Lining up against a kid who doesn't even have to shave.
Right.
Got gray hair.
That has a son. Take notes. We giving y'all gems on how to make your son the highest paid athlete in the world potentially.
I tried with Corey, but like Harlan was not feeling baseball. But then also Corey was worried about DCF. I was like, listen, just take a belt, strap that right arm down, encourage the left-handed throwing, put him on the mound.
Learn about mothers, man. You just
yeah, that's true.
They ain't having that
at all.
Oh my God!
Too many squat, reps in there, and then it's it's looking too like I'm pushing too much in that weight room. It's like, hey, chill.
What are you doing? You doesn't even need to do this.
That's a lot of weight on his neck. Yes, I asked you when he squatted. I can't put it anywhere else, Paul.
Oh my God! Last transfer. This show's gone
off. On the show.
Yeah, this show's gone off the rails 2 weeks in a row. The last get the Gators grab, and then we'll do kind of a comprehensive. There was a super chat here so far. What's been going on? How do you guys grade summer all compared to the other SEC new coaches? Let's talk about that next week. The transfer portal is still taking applicants for another
4 days,
3 days, 4 days. And then after that, we're still going to see. So give us maybe a week or two, and then we'll dissect that question. Definitely appreciate that, Sam Adams. The last question, or the last person the Gators grab was today, and that's Thaddeus Bullard, who you guys might know as former WWE wrestler and major philanthropist in the Tampa area. Titus O'Neil is what he goes by in his stage name. But his son, TJ Bullard, was at UCF last season, 6'1", 220 pounds, played in 10 games, had 2 tackles, a half a tackle for loss. He's going to join the program next season as well.
Brother's still here too? So his younger brother is at Florida, I think. He's the older brother. I think TJ is the older.
Yeah, I knew it was 2 brothers, but I wasn't sure on the age and who was here first and all that. I knew it was 2 that was here now. But
because there's Titus Bullard, who's a redshirt freshman, and then you might be right. He might be a year older.
Yeah, I think so.
TJ Bullard.
I don't know about TJ, but Titus.
Oh, you're right, Nick. He is a little bit older. These stats are wrong. Yeah, he's a junior. He'll be going into his senior year. Played very sparingly this past season.
Younger brother, whenever I see him at practice, I'm like spitting image of dad.
I love it. The younger one's always the guy. Sad to say. They get to just learn from Big Bro and Pops, and they kind of get to be a little bit better than the older guy. But I love the get overall. I mean, I hope Florida keeps the same energy by the time in 18 years and my son is leaving school. Yeah. Go ahead and let little Junior go ahead and dress up in that colors. I would love it. So I love the get overall, man. I love that he gets to share that with his kids. It's a big get for the Gators and a big get for my guy.
And something too, the SEC lifted their 85 ban or the 85 limit. I don't know how many schools in the SEC will go to 105. I actually had somebody ask me today if they thought that Florida was. I was like, I don't know. I think they're like around like 80 right now. 80 like
that doesn't include walk-ons, right? Or does it?
Well, the 105 is like there are no more walk-ons. Like you can go up to 105.
Oh, you can just have 105 total.
But that comes out of like your rev share.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that'd be interesting. I wonder, like, because I don't know why the SEC did it. Like had the 85 limit last year when the Big Ten went to 105.
Yeah.
And realistically, when you're talking about like changes in college football, you're really only comparing. I'm only comparing the SEC and the Big Ten. Like the ACC can do whatever they want.
Cares. Yeah.
Big Rod still pulling up?
No, sir.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm about to say
No
it
Rod
late,
Johnson.
he thought it was 8 Pacific.
Pretty much.
Living in Delray? That's crazy.
Yes, 8 Pacific.
You know that 5-6 one time? Okay.
Delray Mar Beach, California.
That devil lettuce to do a lot to your brain.
Yeah. No comment.
All right, let's get the heck out of here, guys. One final time for our friends over at Alumni Hall. Go visit alumnihall.com. Go visit them in Gainesville on Archer Road. The largest selection of Florida Gator stuff in all of Gainesville and online. So go visit alumnihall.com. Tell them your friends over at Stadium and Gale sent you. All right, boys. I think that's the end of the show. Corey will probably not be joining us next week, and because of the holiday and the national championship, we might have a slightly modified schedule of start times. We'll let you guys know on the X account that we have. Thanks everybody for watching. At one point, we had over 3,000 of you guys watching in real time, so we appreciate that each and every time. Hit the retweet button if you can. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Leave a comment on the Stadium and Gale page. Make sure you're following us on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok at Stadium and Gale. And we will see you guys same corner, same time next week.